Hi, I'm Kaylee, welcome to my channel. I'm a mum of a little boy who's nearly 1. His name's Rowan, and today I am going to do a video telling you the 5 things that I wish I'd known before having a baby. The first thing that I wish someone had said to me is to rest more or rest enough. Everyone says to sleep when the baby sleeps, but honestly I kind of just didn't. And that's because I just didn't need that much sleep, but I wish I'd kind of just rested more. So in particular, in the first few days or weeks, months, I was really excited about having a new baby, so I was just reading to him, trying to play games, and he just wanted to sleep and eat and sleep and eat. And I wish I made the most of that a little bit more and actually rested and chilled out and watched Netflix with him sleeping with me while I'd had the chance, because now he's so active and energetic and crawling, and I'm constantly crawling after him, and I really miss those days, and I wish that I had actually just chilled out more. But also resting in the first few days to heal. I was told that if I walked about more that I would heal better, and I think I took that too far, and that's probably why it took so long for me to heal. One of the things that I really wish someone had told me is just to ask for help if I need it. And I know that I can, but I wish someone had kind of told me to. People come round and they want to cuddle the baby, and especially in the first few weeks, and you're probably healing from whatever kind of birth you had. And they come around, they cuddle the baby and they leave, but I'd give them 5 things to pick up from the shop, and I did that with everyone that came, and it meant that I didn't do a food shop for 3 weeks, which actually was really time saving for us. It's okay, you just had a baby, it's okay to tell them to make their own cup of tea, and to ask them to go to the shop on the way to you to help you out, rather than trying to cram everything in. You're tired, you're probably, like I say, healing, so just ask people for help. I think I saw help as one specific kind of help, but really it's anything you need help. Take any help you're offered, don't refuse it, and don't be afraid to ask for it. I think the biggest thing that I wish someone had said to me is it's okay to say no, and that can be in so many different ways, but it's okay to just say no to people. It's your baby and it's your decision what goes on, and that sounds so obvious, but there were things that I didn't even think that I would have to say no to, that I don't think I was prepared to say no to, and I almost wish I'd just had a bit more of, if I did things again, there are things I would be more firm with where people argued. I almost just didn't think that people would argue back, and they did, and that can be anything. For us, God, I hope no one watches this that's family. A big one was I was so poorly afterwards, and people really wanted to come and see the baby when we were in hospital, and I completely understand that. But the morning after we had him, we were getting texts from people saying, can we come and visit? And we said no, not really, and we got a lot of kickback from that, mostly from family, which I do understand, but it's not just about the baby. I was in a really bad way. I was still hooked up to catheters and drips and stuff, and I wasn't dressed, I didn't have pants on, I was still covered in blood, I was butt naked with wadding between my legs catching blood, and I was really in a bad way, so we didn't want people to come and see me like that. And when we said no, people were like, oh, you can't say that, we're family, yada yada yada. And we ended up kind of caving in a little, and we said once I've gone for a shower you can come visit, but I wish that whole day we'd just written it off. But people were so adamant that they wanted to come to see me or to see the baby, and I just didn't want to be seen. And it was really emotionally hard for me because I still wasn't well enough to hold my baby, and it was really difficult watching them hold my baby when I couldn't. So that's my specific what I would say no to. There are so many reasons that you need to be firm and just say no, and family are going to argue with you, and for some reason, because they're family, they are just going to think they've got a right to. People might think you're weird if you want everyone to wash their hands before you hold the baby, which now, given the coronavirus, is probably quite normal. Once family can hold babies again and we can all see each other, it's probably going to be quite normal for people to be excessive about washing hands, but when I had a baby it wasn't. We had an absolutely no kissing rule, and a lot of family hated that as well. Like, no kissing on the face, no kissing anywhere, to be honest. Just don't kiss my baby, don't kiss his hands, you can hold him. I'll kiss him because he lived inside me, but don't kiss my baby. And I wasn't prepared enough for the kickback that I would get from anything like that. And I wish people had kind of prepared me that I'd have to say no and tell me that it's okay to stick my foot down and do. I did on some things like the kiss thing, but there are other things where I definitely caved in because I was tired, I was new to it, and I started to question my decisions, and I wish I'd been more prepared to have rows with people over how I wanted to parent. I'd expect it from crazy Ethel in the Morrison's cafe, but I didn't expect it from close family. The next thing that I wish someone had told me is just to forget everything that you thought you were going to be as a parent. I think not just myself, but most mums I know, when we're pregnant, you plan it. I'm gonna co-sleep, or I'm not gonna co-sleep, and I'm gonna use a dummy, and I'm not gonna use a dummy or pacify it. I'm going to only give them organic food. It doesn't matter how big or small the decision is. Be prepared to let go of any of that, which kind of contradicts what I just said about saying no and sticking to what you thought. But there are things where you'll change your decision for your own reasons, and that's okay. Just be prepared that you might change a lot of your decisions. So we wanted no co-sleeping at all. He was never going to come into our bed. He doesn't co-sleep, and he's in his own bed now, but he spent whole nights in our bed when we were tired, because sometimes you're just tired and you give in to whatever. You need to get some sleep, and sometimes that means letting go of things that you didn't think you were going to let go of. If you don't want a dummy, be prepared that if they cry loads you might just cave in and thrust one in their mouth. We only wanted dummies for while he was sleeping, and that definitely went out the window. No TV, I think, was the biggest one. I didn't want him to have any TV until he was old enough to have limited TV time. So I never wanted him to just be put in front of the TV like a little couch potato. When he was older I was going to have TV time as a reward or whatever. But he's too young to get rewards because he's not quite one yet, and you walk into someone else's house, the TV's on, and even from about 3 months old he's been watching the television, and I was like, okay, but we're not going to put shows on that are going to interest him to encourage it. And he watches Hey Dougie every day, because some days I need to do things, and that means he needs to not be clinging to my ankles screaming while I dust, and sometimes that means sitting him down, putting a cartoon on just so I can get some housework done. And sometimes he just screams. It's the only way I can cut his nails is Hey Dougie. No other way. You're going to make these rules in your mind that you want to follow, and then don't beat yourself up when you break them is the main thing, because I got really upset that I hadn't parented the way I wanted to. Well, he's fine, he's happy, and I made the decision for the right reasons. So I wish someone had maybe told me that all of that stuff was going to go out the window and not to beat myself up over it. And the last thing that I really wish someone had told me is just to enjoy it and to kind of trust yourself, bundling that into one. Because I really wish someone had just told me to stop stressing about every little tiny thing, which is difficult because I'm a new mum and I think that's natural. But I think sometimes I just needed someone to tell me to take a step back, take a deep breath, and remember that he's only going to be this little for a really short space of time. He's nearly 1, which I've probably said a million times now, and he feels like he's not a baby anymore. And I look back at his old pictures and sometimes I do a little cry because it's really emotional, and that's okay. But that year has absolutely flown by, and I wish I'd stressed less and enjoyed it more. And it's easier said than done, and someone telling me not to stress probably wouldn't have stopped me, but I wish people had maybe reminded me that he's going to be a big boy so soon, and that maybe whether or not he was watching telly or how much milk he drank that day was probably okay, and I should probably just relax and give him a big squeeze, because I wish I'd done that more, because now he pushes me off him all the time. So they are the 5 things I wish someone had told me when I was a new mum, and things that I feel like I've learned and I would do differently. Not that I'll ever rest again, because now I've got him running around for the next probably 18 years. I hope if you're a new mum and you're watching this, these might be useful. I know some of them are easier said than done, but really just remember to just enjoy it, because it'll be over soon. They'll soon be running around playing in dirt, so it won't matter if someone's washing their hands. They'll soon be turning the TV on their own. They'll be doing so much other stuff, so this space of time is so short. I know I'm not saying neglect them, but I know it's easy to get hung up on every decision you make. I definitely do, but ultimately they're probably going to be okay. Your mum's instinct is probably right, so just relax and enjoy them while they are small. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm new and I would love to have some more subscribers, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more.